teaching the basics of the game to teachers who saw the power of sport and wanted to share it. And at the same time, I was also down in Cape Town, similar scenario. Terry Kita was coming off of his professional career, and he was also doing coaching in places. And we were invited by an ex-gang leader who had also never played basketball, covered in tattoos, just out of prison, but really saw the power of sport to influence the young men and girls in his community to not follow his path. So he invited us there. And at the same time, I was meeting a lot of kids coaching these teams, but they would be asking me for the basics. They didn't have balls. They didn't have a court. They didn't have shoes. They didn't have uniforms. So the basics that we sometimes take for granted here of what it takes to even play a sport is really what they wanted. And me being American, having kind of one foot here, running my summer camp, and bringing these stories back about how sport really could change these young people's lives, people were very supportive. So it was obvious that I needed to start a nonprofit, which I did in 1994 with several people here in East Hampton. And out came the uniforms and the sneakers and the balls. And so the first few years was really almost like research. It was seeing how we could positively affect these teams with the things that they really needed. I didn't have money. I was young, but I did have access to large hockey bags. I was the guy coming with the biggest bags you've ever seen to the airport, begging the people there. These are for the kids of Africa. I'm not getting paid. So it was really an upcycling effort at the beginning to see the power of sport. We were kind of pioneers in that time of trying to convince people that you can use sport to do other things. And we realized quickly it wasn't just about the sport and the opportunity to play, but also how you use that time responsibly. It was also a time when the HIV epidemic was beginning there in Africa, as well as other social issues that we addressed while we had these kids.